AMP is a surprising crypto. I am actually shocked at how massive the price of AMP is when it seems like the global market is currently losing its momentum. At the moment, AMP is on the trending list, which means it's getting more exposure and investors are bagging the token massively. Since AMP has been getting a lot of attention, we will be talking all about AMP and the explosion of AMP coin. But before getting into the full details, please note that I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say about coins I talk about is based on my research and opinions. So when investing in any coin I recommend, kindly do a little more research to be on the safer side and do not forget to invest wisely. Without much saying, let's get into the discussion. Just like you, I am also shocked about the pump on AMP, but I know it is for a good cause. You see, I believe any cryptocurrency that is currently exploding right now was meant to explode a long time ago, but because the market wasn't gaining much traction, it failed to pump. Currently, the bull market is here, and I feel investors are now catching on with the best cryptocurrencies to invest in. I always knew AMP would do great things because of the drive that the developers have. To cut story short, this project is a very good one, and I recommend it. Even if it has doubled in price, I think this project will be a success. At the moment, AMP is trading at 1 cent with a market capitalization of $500 million and a 24-hour trading volume of $1.2 billion. What is the AMP token? The AMP token AMP is a token used to facilitate crypto-based payments in a fast and efficient manner. Cryptocurrency networks suffer from the competing demands of security, scalability, and decentralization, also known as the blockchain trilemma. Security and scalability are often at odds because transactions are most secure when they are validated by many confirmations, yet these confirmations can take time. This is impractical for transactions like payments. Built on Ethereum, AMP aims to facilitate faster transaction times by providing collateral in the form of the AMP token so that payments can be processed quickly while awaiting network confirmations. It operates through a partner payment network called Flexa to provide this service. Flexa integrates with standard point-of-sale and online systems so that merchants can accept payments in cryptocurrency. Because all payments are collateralized through AMP, those merchants can be immediately assured that the funds backing the transactions are verifiable even when transaction finality has not yet been reached on the blockchain. The AMP token, on top of being used as collateral to guarantee, is also the main form of rewards for users who stake their AMP as collateral to the network. Additionally, it serves a role in governance in the AMP community, which helps to guide the project's development. How is AMP developed? The development of the AMP token is the result of a collaboration between the Flexa payment network and blockchain development enterprise Consensus, which is also known for its development of the MetaMask crypto wallet. Flexa is a New York City-based company that was co-founded by Tyler Spalding, Trevor Filter, Zachary Kilgore, and Daniel McCabe in 2018. Spalding, Filter, and Kilgore previously worked at Raise, a fintech company that provides digital prepaid and retail services. McCabe has a law degree and has served as Flexa's general counsel and chief compliance officer. In April 2019, Flexa sold its FlexaCoin FXC through a private token sale, raising $14.1 million from multiple sources including venture capital firm Pantera Capital. In September 2020, the team behind Flexa announced that FXC would be replaced by the new AMP token and FXC would be migrated to AMP at a 1:1 rate. How does AMP work? Flexa Digital Payments. Flexa provides a framework that facilitates payments between customers and merchants. Its software development kit, SDK, powers apps like Sped, which can be used for such payments. For each transaction, Flexa generates a novel barcode known as a flexcode that is scanned by retailers. This allows Flexa to pay merchants directly even in fiat currency while adjusting the crypto balance in the customer's digital wallet. These steps occur independently of the actual blockchain confirmations, no matter if the user's digital assets are on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or another chain. In the very unlikely event that the transaction is not validated, the AMP that collateralizes this service can be liquidated to ensure payment. See below. AMP, crypto in escrow. In order to collateralize payments through Flexa, AMP uses a model similar to a familiar tool in traditional finance, escrow. An escrow is an arrangement in which an agent acts as an intermediary for two parties making a financial exchange. One common example is when a homeowner makes mortgage payments to their lender, often a bank. The lender sets aside some of that payment in a separate account, which is held in escrow to ensure money is dedicated to paying property taxes and home insurance. Though the Flexa payment network facilitates payments between customers and merchants, AMP works behind the scenes as an escrow account. In fact, anyone can create a collateral manager, which is an escrow account with customizable specifications to be used in different settings. On a larger scale, pools of staked AMP provide the financial promise of not yet confirmed blockchain transactions. Once transactions are confirmed, AMP token collateral is released and made available to collateralize another transfer. This model of risk distribution through collateralized, staked AMP provides merchants an assurance that Flexa-powered payments will go through. What problems does AMP attempt to fix? There are a lot of issues that AMP helps to alleviate in the market. For one, the ability to collateralize asset transfers has long been a desire of developers and users alike. Making asset transfers can be risky if not collateralized. Until recently, collateralization meant users needed to rely on a third party to ensure the asset was backed. AMP eliminates this requirement and replaces it with a decentralized digital alternative. Staking AMP. Holders of AMP can stake their tokens through the Flexa capacity network to provide collateral to the larger system. Interestingly, although this is called staking, it does not conform to the definition usually used in crypto. Typically, staking involves depositing tokens into a smart contract. However, through a framework of token partitions, users can conditionally allocate tokens as collateral without transferring them to a smart contract. This way, they maintain full custody of their tokens. By staking AMP, users can benefit from small fees charged to merchants for using the Flexa payment network. These fees are used to buy AMP tokens on the open market and redistribute them to stackers according to how much they are contributing to collateral pools. How is AMP used? The AMP token AMP is an Ethereum-based ERC-20 token. Its main purpose is as a collateralization asset. Primarily, it serves this purpose for Flexa in order to streamline payment settlement. When users stake their tokens to provide collateral, they are also rewarded with AMP. Finally, the token can also be used in governance of the AMP token community. Token distribution. There is a maximum supply of 100 billion AMP tokens. At launch, the total supply of FXC tokens, which later became AMP, allocated 25% to a merchant development fund, 25% to developer grants, 20% to the founding team and employees, 10% to a network development fund, and 20% to be sold in token sales. The first tranche of team/employee tokens vested in 2019 and was subject to a 4-year vesting schedule when initially released. AMP Essentials. The AMP token AMP is used as decentralized collateral for the Flexa payment network. Flexa provides a framework for merchants to accept immediate payments from crypto users despite the time it takes for blockchain transaction confirmations. Staking AMP in collateral pools provides the back-end collateral to Flexa-based payments, assuring merchants that these payments are guaranteed. Providing this service allows stackers to earn AMP as rewards.